Hey everyone, so today's new video, finally a new video, is going to be a very highly requested video. So, as you guys know, that probably you know, okay, one of my first videos that I put on YouTube, besides my singing videos that I used to post on the same account, which are now deleted, was a Luxie hair extensions review. Now, I had two of those. I had a first impressions type thing, then I had like an update. So a lot of you guys may be subscribed to me from seeing that video. Well, I had no intentions of actually doing beauty videos back then when I did that, but Luxies were my very first pair of hair extensions. Then I contacted Pro Extensions in order to get a free pair and be able to review it and stuff like that when I started getting into making videos. So when I got those, it was last year. It was my senior year last year. I got the Pro Extensions and I loved those a lot more than I think I liked the Luxies. Pro Extensions is a really good brand. It's a really good brand, and it's also one of the brands that I recommend. But I wore those out, you know. If they lasted for a really long time. They were in pretty good shape by the time that I was done with them before I got my first set of Bellamis. I actually ended up passing those over to my cousin. So they were in good enough shape for me to be able to pass over to my cousin. The clips were nice and all that stuff. So if you want to know more about Pro Extensions, I do have another video on those. I think I have two videos, I'm pretty sure. I have like the first one from like way back when I first got them, and then one from back in the summer whenever I decided to put them back in my hair again. So I have a second video, like an update. And I wasn't required to do that update or anything like that, but I needed to do it because I just wanted you guys to know how I felt about them. And I assure you that every word I said was the truth in my own opinion. But now that I've got another set of hair extensions, the Bellamis, I realized that there was a lot of things that weren't right with the Pro Extensions. And I realized that there were a lot of things that were better about Luxie than they are about Bellami or Pro Extensions or so on, you know what I'm saying. But I ended up 5 months ago, in October or something like that, I ended up getting the 160 gram what is it? It's 160 gram 20 inches in Mochaccino Brown number 1C in Bellamis. Now, I had heard so much hype on YouTube, everywhere. I did so much research and everybody kept saying Bellami, Bellami, Bellami. So if you don't know, on YouTube, the crazy masses of girls on here who are extremely popular and huge on YouTube, and bloggers on Instagram, and just whatever, there's an insane amount of them, and we all know why, because the more popular you are, the more likely someone's going to want to buy this brand that you have. I mean, that's kind of almost the point of like this beauty guru stuff on YouTube. Like, you look up to this person and you completely trust everything that they say. So, here is my point to this video. You guys are supposed to be able to trust everything pretty much that I say on here. That is my goal. It's supposed to be my main goal, is to help you guys. So if you guys are watching someone who is getting these hair extensions for free, who is just huge on YouTube and is they're the only ones getting the good hair extensions because they got them for free, and Bellami wants them, or whatever brand wants them to do like an amazing review on them, or if just for whatever reason, if they're just lying because they feel like they have to because they got them for free. Well, you guys don't want that. You want the truth, and I'm not saying that those girls are lying or anything like that. But you guys, I'd say, would want the truth from someone who didn't get those for free. That way you know for sure that they're not lying, because if that person got them for free, you feel like they're more apt to not telling the truth. Now, I assure you, my Pro Extensions, I was completely telling the truth. My Luxies, I did not get those for free. I bought those on my own. Whatever. But this is going to be a video of my own honest opinion. So the first pair of Luxies that I got were 5 months ago. 5 months ago, and they were around my birthday. My birthday was October 8th, and I got them before my birthday. So it was maybe in like the end of November. Yeah, so I was completely in love with the 160 gram extensions. Now I have the 220 gram. I think that's what they are. I think they're 220 gram or something like that. Hold on, I have the package. Yeah, they're 220 grams of hair, which is a lot of hair. Now, when I first got the 160 gram, I pulled those babies out of the package, and they were insanely thick and silky and soft, and that's how it is with just about every pair of hair extensions you get. They're completely thick from the moment you get them out of the package, and they are completely thick from, they are completely soft and silky from the moment you get out. And that's where they get you, because you see, they put this, like, this stuff over top of it, that like this seal that keeps the hair from getting tangled and stuff out while it's in the package, so that way it's not like a hot mess when it gets out, it's not coarse, stuff like that, because when you pull those hair extensions out of the package, you don't want them to be crappy from the moment on. So before you dye those extensions, before you curl those extensions, before you even straighten them, you need to wash your hair extensions, because if not, then your hair is going to melt on the curling iron and your straightener. Your hair is also not going to take the hair dye. Now, that was my mistake with the 160 grams. I did not wash them because I'd had experience with hair extensions before, and washing them kind of, it loosens them up a little bit, kind of makes the hair shed, makes it lose a little bit of color, and for some people that's not good. For me, it wasn't, I don't know, in my opinion, because I was like, why am I losing all this hair? I don't want to lose this hair. I don't want to lose the color, stuff like that. And I had to dye my own hair with my other extensions because they were way too dark. And if I would have went any lower, they would have been way too light. So, that is one of the things that I didn't like about my other extensions. But if you are going to dye them or anything like that, you need to be aware that there is going to be a seal that is protecting the hair while it's being shipped to you and stuff like that. And that, I'm telling you this because so many people complain about that. So many people like completely complain about that, and I think that you should definitely do your research on hair extensions in every possible way before you buy them, because whenever I got Luxies, I really did, and I researched Luxies, but I didn't really research about hair extensions in general. So you might want to do that. Your hair extensions are going to shed in general. Your hair extensions are sold to tracks. If you don't know what tracks are, they're like the little cloth pieces that the hair is sewed into, where the clips and stuff are. I call them tracks, they call them wefts, whatever. Either way, tracks, wefts. Your hair is sewed into cloth, and you're going to lose your hair. Now, your actual hair sheds, and it's sewed in, and it's like in your scalp, like it's in your scalp, okay? I don't know. I mean, your hair is going to shed, and so your hair extensions are going to crazy shed. But see, the thing that I noticed with the 160 gram is it shedded even more when I dyed them and I washed them and stuff like that. Then you got to worry about brushing your hair extensions. The 160 gram got terribly tangled. So I was like required to brush them 1,000,000 times, which made them shed even more, which loosened up the crap up here, it was just not good, you guys. And I still brush these like crazy because these kind of we'll go into these in a minute, but yeah, they shaded a lot, and then so they got thinner, and my hair is pretty thick. You can probably see like this, I don't know, like my hair, I'll try to find it, I don't know, it goes about to like right here. I think you can see it right there. That's where my hair is right now. And that's where it's pretty much been since I got hair extensions, because my hair doesn't grow worth a crap, which is why I wanted hair extensions in the first place. So, my hair doesn't really grow, and that's where my hair has been since I got hair extensions, and I've been able to blend my hair pretty good with them. Well, my 160 gram, I was honestly able to blend my hair pretty well with them, but it was kind of like Bellami's. If you've seen other hair extensions, they kind of taper, so they're like thick at the top, and then they get like, they kind of go in like this at the bottom. That's not good in my opinion. You like Bellami's are double wefted, I think is what it's called. So like double wefted means that there's some like sold in different ways. Also, they're Remy hair extensions, and Remy hair extensions are like the best hair quality out there. I can't even remember exactly what it is, but just so you know, you want Remy extensions, they're like the best hair quality out there, because like I think it makes them thicker. They sew them in a certain way or something like that. I don't know. I probably should have thought about that, but that didn't even cross my mind until just now is Remy. Anyway, you definitely want Remy hair extensions though. But anyway, they're double wefted, so it means that they all go down in like just one side. So it all just goes straight down. It doesn't go in like this or anything, which is good. So it like makes your hair blend better. And you can always get your hair extensions like trimmed to or layered to fit your hair. I never do that. I don't know. I don't feel like it. Where I'm from, nobody knows how to do it apparently, because I have asked. Anyway, you can also do that to get them to fit your hair, but these really did, honestly, blend in with my hair really good. Now, my 220 gram, they blend a lot better because my hair because it's like thicker now, but I just found that the 160 gram were not thick enough for my hair. And yeah, another thing is that they do curl really well. I know a lot of girls want long hair because they want to curl it. They want those beautiful curls, bombshell hair, you know. Now for more of like a bombshell hairdo, I completely like suggest the 220 grams because it is so much hair, and I know a lot of girls kind of go for that look. And if you kind of want the like the mermaidy type hair, then I suggest going for the long hair. I don't know. I mean, I just don't really feel like you can go wrong with like too much hair unless your hair is too thin. But then think about it. If you have thinner hair, like the only thing that you have to worry about is like leaving some clips out. And it's never bad to really have too much of the hair, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many different things that you can do with clip-in hair extensions, and it really comes in handy to even have extra. Like, I feel like I even need more, and the reason why I kept my 160 gram is because I kind of thought maybe I could do layers with it or something like that, because they are so thin now that it wouldn't be like I had like a big bulk of hair in my head, but it would be just enough to kind of give it a little bit more thickness and some layers and stuff like that. So I haven't tried it yet. I don't really know, but I may just get rid of them because they are in pretty bad shape. When you put them in, it doesn't look like it, but when you take them out, it's just, no, girl. Okay. That is about the only thing that I have to say about the 160 gram. I wrote some stuff down in class today when I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, I wrote some stuff down, so I'm just looking at it. But like, you just really need to be sure, you need to know that they will get tangled and that they will shed. But some of the shedding and some of the tangling just is not normal. And if you start noticing that, it's just shedding like non-stop, it's like just getting tangled like non-stop, then you really want to, like, I don't know, you just really want to just pay attention to that, and maybe there's something that you can do to help that. There's one thing that I know that will tangle hair extensions is if you wash them and you don't wash out the conditioner that good. I made that mistake last night. I should have washed out my conditioner a little bit better because it kind of weighs down the hair, and just, I can't even remember what the word is right now, but it's not good. So you really need to make sure that you completely rinse out your hair extensions, rinse out the shampoo good, and rinse out the conditioner, because it's just not good. It makes it tangle easier and stuff like that. And then don't wash them too often, because if you wash them too often, they will really get tangled and they will really shed. Yeah, and make sure when you wash them, you don't get them on the clips, because it can kind of take away the like, these clips are amazing if you take care of them and stuff. You can hear them snap. Like, especially when you first get them out of the package, you can literally hear them snap from like a mile away. My extensions on my 160 grams are not like that anymore at all. Oh yeah, and about the curling, if you want to curl your hair, you need to know that they do curl good at first, but the curls do tend to fall out really quickly. Make sure you have like a pretty good hair, like a curling iron, the wraparound ones, like the wands. just make sure you have a good one. I use a Remington. I just recently got a new one. I just got like the 1.5 inch, and then I have the smallest one, the 1 inch, I think. Yeah, I have like the 1 inch, and then I have the 1.5 inch, and I really love the 1.5 inch. It gives you like big, like voluminous curls. I haven't really done much with it. I just kind of was messing around with it one morning. But I'm so bad at hair. That's why I never do hair tutorials, you guys. I'm so bad at hair, but I'm just giving you guys my tips and stuff. But you can't, and also don't use too much hairspray, because if you use too much hairspray, that actually makes the curls fall. Just so you know. I don't think a lot of people know that. And yeah, that's about it. So, on to my 220 grams. Now, these are, like, I can honestly say that these are amazing as of now. Now, I just got these like maybe 3 weeks ago or something like that. So I'm going to definitely do an update on these. I didn't do the one, like, I didn't even do a review on the 160 gram because they were just so awful. I couldn't make myself do it, honestly. So, 220 grams as of now, I completely recommend, but I will be doing an update. Let me know how often you guys want me to update down in the comments. Like, please let me know how much you guys want me to update in the comments, so that way I know when I should update, you know what I'm saying? So we can do it like every month. I don't really want to do under a month, but maybe like every 2 weeks or something like that. The 220 gram goes like all the way down to my belly button when I sit down, but I'm 5'8", so they are a little bit shorter than me than they would be on most people. So I don't know about that, but a lot of people I've seen it go down to like their waist, but they go to about almost to my belly button when I stand up. And I love the length. It's not too long. It's like the perfect length for me. This is exactly what I wanted. I thought 20 inches was long, but these are just amazing as of now. They really blend really well. They're super thick right now. They don't shed too much right now. I've only curled them once, and the way that I wanted the curls was a little bit wavy, and I liked the way that it turned out. But then again, those didn't hold that well, and I didn't spray like a ton of hairspray in it or anything like that, but they didn't hold that well. I just need to do like a little more practicing, because my hair, like I said, is right to here, and it's a little bit hard for me to curl my hair and keep it all together, especially because these are so thick that like it's hard for me to like get all the hair on it and without like losing this. So I'm trying to seriously find techniques that I could also show you guys, but so I could like curl my hair. I just want to be able to help you guys too. And hold on, I wrote down some pros. They're not too heavy. These extensions aren't. The 160 gram weren't too heavy. They just don't feel like they're weighing down my head, and they don't give me a headache or anything like that. The clips are amazing. They were even better on these, I think. See, on the wefts on the 220 gram, I think are a little bit shorter, like the 4 clips, because I could barely fit like the 4 clip ones with the 160 in my head, because I like to do that thing that kind of like Ariana Grande does, like sleek your hair back and put it up like halfway up. I love doing my hair like that, and I could barely do it with the 160 gram, and I'm still even getting a little bit used to that. But if you guys want me to do a hair tutorial on that, I'm sure you guys can find another one. But if you want me to do that, comment down below and I will, or thumbs up this video, or do both, because that'd be great. Anyway, the texture is like a perfect match, especially after you wash your hair, especially after you wash the extensions. The texture is even better. They get so much thicker and stuff after you wash them, and they just blend well. They blend a little bit better. So if they look a little bit thin to you at first, then maybe you should go like wash them or something, and they will get thicker. No, you definitely should. I'm not even going to say maybe. The color is a perfect match to these. I don't know why, because they are I'm not kidding you, they are the exact same color as my 160 gram ones, okay? It's the same thickness all the way down, so just like the 160 grams, they don't get thicker at the top and then thinner at the bottom, and they are just beautiful after washing. Like I said, they're just so extremely beautiful. And if you want to know what they look like when you wash them, they have a little bit of wave to them, which I kind of liked, but after you like brush it out, it gets kind of like not poofy, but like it has like a certain thickness to it, which I really liked. I don't recommend blow drying your extensions because heat in general will like ruin your hair, and so you want to take as much care of your hair extensions as possible. So what I do whenever I wash mine, every brand that I've got, like I have blow dried like my other extensions, my Luxies. I have blow dried these, I think, when I first got them because I wanted them to dry really fast because I wanted to put them in. Not these, but the 160 gram. I don't recommend it. I think maybe that might have been one of the things that ruined all my past extensions. My Luxies never really got ruined, but I needed some money, so I sold them, by the way. And if you want, I can do like a review on Luxie hair extensions, even though I don't have them and you guys can't see them, but I can let you know how I felt about them again if you want me to do that. Look, so I wrote down some tips for you guys on just hair extensions in general. So the first tip that I have is to use a boar bristle brush. Now if you don't know what a boar bristle brush is, this is what a boar bristle brush is. Okay, I don't use this brush most of the time, let's just be honest here. I got this whenever I got my first pair. And then I have this brush, and this is a paddle brush. And these are really great for these extensions too because they're so big that they can just get them like maybe in a couple strokes or something like that. And this is a pretty big boar bristle brush. Some people call them hard brushes, whatever. This is a little bit softer than some of them, but I got this from Sally's for about $7.99. So if you want to go see what it's like, then this is what it looks like, and it's by the brand Brush Strokes. It's a really amazing brush. Like if your hair's not too tangled, it really gets like through your hair. You don't have to worry about your hair being pulled out as much as you would have to worry about it being pulled out with this brush, or you know, any other brush that has like bristles like this. Boar bristle brushes actually stimulate hair growth, so if you're brushing like the top of your hair with like your scalp and stuff like that, it actually stimulates hair growth. And whenever your hair extensions are wet after you wash them, as with your own hair, I recommend using a wide tooth comb because a wide tooth comb does not pull out your hair as much. So you want to start from the bottom up. You also want to do the same thing with your brush, but you want to start from like the bottom and then keep going up and so on. And a wide tooth comb is supposed to put your hair less. So I got this comb when I got my boar bristle brush, and this is from Sally's. This was like, I don't even think $1. I don't know. But yeah. So the shampoo that I use whenever I wash my hair extensions is the Dove Hair Therapy shampoo and conditioner. It's the Daily Moisture. I don't know. Yeah, Dove is really good shampoo and conditioner. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but it's probably the best shampoo and conditioner out there on the market, as well as with like body washes and soaps and stuff like that. It doesn't leave like so much residue. Actually, that's what it says on the bottle. Beautifully moisturized hair without excess residue. So, I said that without even looking at the bottle. Woo! Yeah. Okay, so this is very nourishing to your hair. Dove is. My mom uses this. She's the one who got me started on it like a long time ago. And I just love the way Dove does my hair. It makes it like bouncy and stuff. So yeah, but you want to make sure that whenever you do wash your extensions that you get something that's not going to be hard on your hair. So make sure when you do wash them though that you rinse them out really well. And then there's another thing that you can do to like kind of repair your hair extensions. This is my sister's, but sometimes I use it. Don't tell her, shush. But sometimes I use it because I don't even think she uses it anymore. It's the Anti-Breakage Keratin Oil 3-Minute Miraculous Recovery. So I'm going to read you guys what the bottle says. Indulge in rich fortifying keratin proteins that reinforce each strand, increasing elasticity to resist breakage caused by brushing and styling, while argan oil conditions and smooths, creating a luminescent shine. Strands are strengthened from within and nourished throughout for longer, stronger hair. So this is like a, maybe kind of like a hair mask or something. I think you leave it on for 3 minutes and then you wet your hair. So you do it after you shampoo, so you kind of replace it with your conditioner, or you can do both. That's what I used to do, was condition my hair and then put this on and leave it on for 3 minutes. So yeah, you can use something like this to repair your extensions and kind of cure the breakage and stuff. And then you want to make sure that you use heat protectant on your extensions. You want to take care of your extensions just like you would take care of your own hair. So here is my, why is this like covered in hair? Okay. Here is my heat protectant, and this is the Garnier Fructis Style Sleek and Shine Flat Iron Protector Straightening Mist. It has argan oil in it, and it says 48 hours straight finish. It says it stays smooth and shiny, and I really love to use this stuff. I have these little baby hairs right here, and I spray like a crap load of it like on my little baby hairs, and it tames them down, makes it stay down so I can straighten it better. So yeah, I don't have to worry about like burning my little baby hairs, which is like one of my biggest fears because I want those to grow. So yeah, but I really recommend using a heat protectant. I don't know why you're not using a heat protectant right now if you're not, honey. You really need to. I've made the mistake like my whole life since I've been straightening my hair of not using heat protectant, and as soon as I got money I went out and bought some more. So make sure you use heat protectant because you want to keep your extensions in the best shape, in the best shape possible. If you don't, like, you'll get even more split ends and more breakage. Don't use too much heat on them. I normally keep my hair straight. If you like have oh my god, but like if you put too much heat on your hair, I mean, that's going to ruin it, and that's my problem. Is I have extremely curly hair. Extremely curly hair, and it's a lot less curly than it used to be. Now it gets more poofy, and it's just not flattering or anything like that. And if I want to wear my hair curly, I have to scrunch it, and then the stuff in that just ruins it anyway. It's probably a lot better than straightening my hair would be, but I just love straightening my hair because I love my extensions and stuff like that. And I don't know, I mean, I guess I could deal with having hair extensions and not long hair. Okay, what am I, a crazy person? Don't even listen to that. But just try not to use so much heat on your hair extensions. So let them air dry after you wash them instead of blow drying them, unless you really have somewhere to go that day extremely fast. But you really need to like consider washing them the night before. If it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and you know you have to go do something early the next day, and you really want your hair extensions to be washed because you want them to be just crazy fluffy shiny, then stay up to wash those and just lay them out, comb them out, and then lay them out, and they'll be dry by the time you get up. Because that's what I did this morning. It was like 2 o'clock and I did it anyway. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for, is to see the ratchetness. In my hands I hold the scariest thing that's ever been put on earth. Are you ready? Are you ready? This giant wad of hair in my hands are the 160 grams, 20 inches of Bellami hair extensions. Yes, I have them balled up right now, but why do I have them balled up? Because they're already crappy, so it's just pointless. So, if you put these hair extensions in right now, if I put them in right now, they probably wouldn't look awful, but they would be a little bit thin and stuff like that. Okay, now here's where I have to just show you the piece of crap that these are, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that it sounds like I'm hating on this company, but I am hating on this particular batch of the 160 gram 20 inches of mochaccino brown. Okay, currently this is this clip. This is a 3 clip. Okay, the 3 clip that we see right now is completely like falling off right here. I don't even know. I never treated these that bad. I don't understand what is going on. So as you can see, this clip has nothing in the middle. There's nothing in the middle of this. I don't even know what. There's nothing there. I don't understand. I never treated these that bad, and I don't know, if your hair extensions get to this point and you haven't even treated them that bad, I don't know what to tell you, sister. Don't get that brand again. But like, I mean, I got this brand again because I'd heard so many like better reviews on the 220 grams and the 22 inch or whatever. I heard that these were a lot better, so I decided to try them out because, believe it or not, like, besides like the quality of what these look like right now, there were so many things about these that I actually liked a lot better than my other hair extensions. And I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. But like, that's just insane. So this is one of the 4 clips. And it comes with 10 clips. It comes with 2 clips, 2 4 clips, 2 3 clips, and 4 of the little 1 clips. So yeah, but this is a 4 clip too. This is a smaller 4 clip. And there's like kind of like a hole right here. I don't even know. Like I could probably, like I could just pull that apart and it would just easily like rip. Then here's a 3 clip. This is probably one of the better wefts. But, I mean, there's so much breakage under here. It's just crazy. Here is a 2 clip. Now, I only have 1 of the 2 clips because, get this. One of the clips broke on the 2 clips. I don't know why, but it broke. So, what I did was I was like, well, I can have an extra clip, so I just cut that one in too. Well, then the other clip breaks like a couple hours later. Here is the 3 clip that I was showing you guys before. There's just a giant gap there, and I don't know why. There's one right here too, and it's just completely broken off. And yeah, and here's a 1 clip, and I have another one somewhere. I just must have lost it. But this is like completely broke off on the ends over here. Like you can see me pull it out. I don't think I even need to like zoom in on it, but that's just awful. So yeah, I did cut those extensions. They are about 18 inches now. They were 20. I dyed them the first day I got them, and that was like probably one of my biggest mistakes. So yeah, but that's what they look like. That's what the 160 gram looks like, and I mean, that's not a lot of hair at all. Like if you brush them out and put them together like normal, it's just not a lot of hair, especially compared to these and what they used to be. I don't recommend the 160 gram. I really don't. I completely recommend paying like $100 more or whatever. I don't think it's $100 more. I think it's, I don't know, maybe like $60 more. I don't even really remember. But I recommend paying more for the 220 gram, 22 inch. It just seemed like the color is more spot on. I don't know why. I don't know. Those extensions were the same color that they were before I dyed them. It was just, it's kind of ridiculous the way that those turned out, and I'll never understand it. But part of me is kind of scared to go buy another brand of hair extensions, so I kind of want to deal with these. But these are already amazing. Like right now, they are just so amazing, and the length of time that it took those to get crappy was about like right now, like how long I've had these. And these are doing so good. These are doing so good, and I'm really happy that I decided to get them again. And I can't wait to like learn more hairstyles for them and stuff like that. But I will keep you guys updated. Comment down below how long you guys want me to wait before I do an update again, and how often and stuff like that. And I'll do it. I'll do the best I can. And I'm sorry I'm looking in my little screen thing over here. Everybody always tells me to stop doing that, but I don't know why I do that. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Please thumbs up this video if it was helpful, and please share it if you think it would be helpful to someone else, if it was just helpful to you in general. Blah blah blah. Bye you guys.